let's dive in. Cricket. It can look beautiful, but maybe a bit baffling, all those terms. But today, we're going deep. We're using our cricket rule source material to really unpack it. Our goal, simple, cut through the jargon, get you up to speed fast so you can actually watch and enjoy a match. So at its absolute core, cricket's about two teams. One team bats. They're trying to score as many runs as they possibly can. The other team, they bowl and field. Their job is getting the batters out, keeping that score low. The team with more runs at the end wins. Pretty straightforward fundamental contest there.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating, I think, is the element right in the middle of it all. The wicket, you could almost call it the nerve center of the game.
Yeah.
Physically, it's just three wooden sticks, the stumps, with two little pieces, the bails, sitting on top. But its role is huge. For the batters, it's everything to defend. For the bowler, hitting it is, well, the main objective. Knock those bails off, losing a wicket. That really hurts the batting team's scoring. It can totally shift the game's momentum. A big moment.
Okay, so the wicket is key. Got it. But how do teams actually, rack up the points, score runs? Running seems like the most basic way, right? The batter hits the ball, and then the two batters out there run to opposite ends of the pitch, that central strip. Each time they swap ends safely, that's one run. And they can do it multiple times if the ball's far away.
Exactly. Then you get the really exciting scores, the boundaries. First, there's a 4. That's when the batter hits the ball, it bounces inside the field, and then crosses the boundary rope. Automatic 4 runs. No need to run. It's a bit like a ground rule double in baseball, maybe. A solid way to score. And even better is the 6. That's when the batter hits the ball over the boundary line completely on the fly, doesn't bounce first. Automatic 6 runs, that's the big one. Cricket's equivalent of a home run. Huge cheer from the crowd, usually. Of course, going for those big hits is risky. You could get caught.
Right. Risk and reward. So, while one team's trying to score, the other is actively trying to stop them by taking wickets. Getting batters out. How does that happen usually? Well, bowled is pretty clear. The bowler just hits the stumps directly, knocks the bails off. Caught is also common. Batter hits it up in the air, fielder catches it before it bounces. Simple enough. And run out. That sounds like it involves the running.
It does. If the fielders get the ball and hit the wicket with it while the batters are running between them, before a batter makes it safely back, that's a run out. And then there's one that's maybe a bit more complex, leg before wicket, LBW. Basically, if the ball hits the batter's body, usually the leg, and the umpire thinks it was going on to hit the wicket, and it wasn't blocked by the bat first, then the umpire can rule them out.
LBW. These can be really close calls, often debated quite a bit, Shows how important the umpire is. Okay, that seems like a lot happening, potentially. How long do these games even go on for? The good news here is it really depends on the format. T20, that's 2020, is probably the most popular now. And it's fast, like 3 hours usually. Each team gets just 20 overs. An over is 6 balls bowled by one bowler. The Indian Premier League, the IPL, that uses T20. It's really dynamic, great for new viewers, lots of action.
Absolutely. And connecting that to the bigger picture, T20 is sort of the sprint version.
Yeah.
You also have one-day internationals, or ODIs.
Yeah.
That's 50 overs per team. Takes up most of a day. Think the Cricket World Cup. And then there's the real traditional form test matches. Those can go for up to 5 days. It's a whole different strategic game. But yeah, for getting started, T20 is definitely the way to go.
And look, you really don't need to memorize every single rule right away to enjoy it, honestly. Just get the basics of the scoreboard. If you see something like 150/3, then in brackets 15.2. That means the team batting has scored 150 runs total. They've lost 3 batters, so 3 wickets down. And the 15.2 tells you they're 2 balls into the 16th over. So 15 full overs plus 2 balls. It gives you a quick snapshot. Lots of runs, few wickets lost. They're probably doing well.
Exactly. And this raises an important point.
Yeah.
What should you really focus on for excitement? Watch for the big hits, those 4s and 6s we talked about, when the ball just flies off the bat.
Yeah.
And look out for amazing catches in the field. Sometimes they're absolutely spectacular. Diving, one-handed, those moments. The skill, the strategy. That's why cricket is so huge, especially in places like India. It's thrilling.
So you see, cricket might seem complex on the surface, but underneath it's built on some pretty clear goals. And once you get a feel for those key things, scoring runs, taking wickets, the big hits, it becomes incredibly exciting. You don't need to be a scholar of the game to get caught up in it. Now that you've got the basic mechanics down, here's something to think about. How might understanding cricket's structure, its ebb and flow, maybe change how you see the strategies or traditions in other sports you follow? Might be interesting.